Hi, I'm Jan Connor. I'm the owner of Pet Nanny Incorporated. We've been in business for 18 years, and we are in your pet's home care pet service. That way, when the owners are out of town, we come in for their pets, and we walk them and feed them and exercise them. And we also do dog walking for people who work long business hours, and they need their dogs exercised and a potty break. Actually, it's very much like a lot of my clients. We need to go on vacation, and all of a sudden we realize that we have pets and we can't take them with us. So we started looking into pet sitting, and I realized that pet sitters can come to the home. I really didn't want my dogs going to a kennel. Sometimes they call it a spa or a resort. It's still a kennel, and I didn't want my dogs in that environment, or especially my cats. So I started thinking that's a really good profession to do. I've always been around pets, and I thought I could do a really good job. So I started doing it just on my lunch hours, because I worked in a corporate job. And I couldn't meet clients at lunch, so I started dog walking. And it grew and it grew. And then when I found out from my job that I had like 20-some years with my company, and my age had some kind of a magical combination where I could take an early retirement, take my pension and my medical. My boys were already grown and out of the house, so I took the plunge, and believe me, it was a plunge of faith. But it worked out really, really well, and it grew and it grew and it grew. Yes, I did finish high school. I did 2 years of college. Then I got married and had children, and kind of got tied down with that. I've always had pets all my life. Growing up, I had pets. Having 2 sons, we started with hamsters and guinea pigs and pet rats, and then ferrets, and of course we've always had cats and dogs. And I've also done Paws for Cause for the handicap. For 5 years, I raised Paws dogs for them, and I really enjoyed that. They were all about training dogs on love and treats. And I also fostered a lot for a local foster organization, and taking pets into my home until they were adopted. Well, I started 18 years ago, and I was still working my corporate job. And like I said, it kept growing and growing, and then I did it on my own until I got too full. I couldn't get everybody fit in, and I didn't want to disappoint anybody, and I wanted their pets to be taken care of. So the hardest part for me was hiring my first person. I didn't think anybody could do as good a job as I did, but I was very wrong. There's a lot of animal lovers out there that do a very, very good job. And Pet Nanny, being in business 18 years, we have right now currently 80 5-star ratings on Google, A+ with the Better Business Bureau, and I contribute a lot of that to my sitters, and also and having a good reputation. Well, I do vacations for people that are going out of town, and we are available 365 days out of the year. And we do dog walking for people who work long hours. A lot of times these people who work long hours also are worried about their meetings going late, worried about their dog at home. Sometimes they get bogged down in traffic. They don't have to worry about. Once we're in there, we exercise the dogs, get them some fresh water, a treat. They can relax and getting home no matter what time it is, because their dogs are happy and contented. I started from home in my own city. I don't want to be traveling 20 minutes to go or 30 minutes to go to one location, spend 30 minutes there and another 30 minutes back. That's a waste of my time, my energy. So what I decided was all people around me all have pets. So I started advertising just around my hometown, and then I spread over to existing connecting towns, and that's how I grew. Well, I advertise through Google and Yelp. I do a lot of neighborhood advertising newsletters, Chamber of Commerce. I also put my business cards and brochures into pet stores. groomers, veterinarians, and we do a lot of word of mouth. Well, we have to keep up with technology. I know I had to revamp my website so that it could be easily looked at through the iPhone. I had to have my guy work on that for me. Also, I'm finding, too, that people are texting more. A lot of times people call me and ask for information, and then when they ask for the sitter to call them back to set up their meeting together, they don't pick up the phone because they don't recognize the number. So we text them. So we're doing a lot more texting than we did before, but that's keeping up with technology, and that works out really good. I think word of mouth, being in business for a long time. Also, I'm very technical on making sure everything is lined up, everything is done correctly. I've trained my sitters where they know exactly what to do and how to do it. And I'm tenacious on my business. I love what I do, and I'm always checking to see everything is flowing right. Customers get their calls returned or their texts or their emails returned back. And I'm right on top of the job, and I really enjoy it. I never had a mentor, but I did contact my accountant to set up my corporation and also my tax ID. Other than that, I've been kind of researching other pet sitters' sites and their websites, and I'm also a member of Pet Sitters International and National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. They have a wealth of information for pet sitters on how to get started and different forums that you can use, so that has been a really big asset. But I do have sitters call me asking me questions, startup sitters, or even older organized sitters asking me how I do this and how I do that. I'm more than happy to help them because, after all, we're all in this for the animals. I think that the fact that I've had a lot of experience with animals, the fact that in my past business, in my corporation, I was self-employed. I was in sales. I was on straight commission. I had to be self-disciplined, which is a big factor. I was also in management, which I manage people. When I look back, all of that has really helped me in this business of running my business, being a self-starter, managing people, helping clients. I've did that before, and I think that was the big factor in my success. I think that it'd be the most important thing in your life if you found something that you really love. I tell my children if they have something that they're passionate about, if there's a way that they can make it into a business, that would be amazing, because it's not like work. I'm always on my computer checking my emails, always checking my phone messages, always just touching base and make sure everything is going smoothly. I enjoy it. I don't even feel like it's work. And when I go on vacation, I take my iPad, my iPhone, and last summer we were at a cottage on Houghton Lake, and I was sitting there on the beach or on the picnic table, just answering my emails and my texts and answering my phone calls, and that wasn't hard at all. That is a dream vacation to me, is being able to run your business and still have a vacation at the same time. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to check my website, which is pet-nanny.com, and call me at 734-981-6108. Thank you so much.